Hello there, Mark with 2-Port to Fly, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're at Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport, Anchorage, Alaska. And we're heading over to Whittier, Alaska. We're in a Cessna 408 Sky Courier. Been flying this more and more lately. I'm really starting to like this airplane. I'm going to show you how to load passengers up from the tarmac here, and then we'll start this thing up, set up our GPS and our autopilot, and get headed out of here. So let's go ahead and jump in here and turn our battery on just so we can talk to ground services. So I'm going to tune Anchorage ground services. We're going to go request passengers boarding start.
Anchorage ground. TBDF 25 Tango Papa Tango Foxtrot 25. Could you please get the passengers on board?
TPTF 25 Tango Papa Tango Foxtrot 25. A ramp is on its way.
Okay, in the meantime I'm going to be pulling covers off while they're loading. Let's see, pitot cover up here. There. Let's take a little walk around here while they're getting on the airplane. Okay, one issue I've had here now, this door's not open for some reason, and I can open it manually, but it just closes right away. So that's a little generic. That door should open when you call for passengers to start boarding. I've tried a few different ramps. I had the same trouble with my Twin Otter a couple times, so if anybody's got any ideas why that's doing that, if it's me, if I'm doing something wrong, or if it's a glitch. But anyways, let me know if you're watching this and you know what's going on with that. So I'm gonna jump in here. So all our passengers are on board. I'm gonna pull up our checklist here, and we're gonna start getting ready to start this thing up. So parking brake set, battery switch is on, this display is good, emergency lights are armed, power level levers are at idle, our RPM levers are full, our condition levers should be all the way off. Let's make sure they are. Yep, they are. Okay, then we're going to go to starting engine. Now there's one thing that isn't on this checklist that you're going to have to do to get this to start, and that's the boost pumps. So I've got the beacon and the nav lights on. So what we need to do is go down here. Whoops, I want that to stay. Go down here and turn your right fuel boost pump on. Did I get that on? Okay, there we go. I was just too far away. I couldn't see what I was doing there. Once you get that on, then you can turn your right starter on. Okay, now we're going to watch for NG percentage. So our NGs are coming up. It's kind of hid over this map. For some reason this map is over too far, and I'm not sure why, but my percentages are there. So as long as we're over 12%, we can go ahead and put this right condition lever up to run. Okay, once this gets to 50%, then we're going to go ahead and shut this starter off. We're going to shut this boost pump off, and we're going to turn our generator on for that right engine. Okay, second left engine, fuel pump on, left engine starter on. We're going to watch our NGs come up. As soon as they get to 12%, we're going to give it the condition lever. Okay, we're going to flip this condition lever up. Go back and monitor the NGs. Once that gets to 50%, then we know we're good to go ahead and kill the starter and the fuel boost pump back to normal. Okay, we're at 50%. Boost pump off, starter off, alternator on. Okay, so now we are up and running. We can kill all our alarms here and go back to our checklist. So, in flight before takeoff, auto feather selected, and we're going to set our flaps to 10 degrees. Turn our pitot heat on, which is right here, and we're going to go ahead and slide over here and turn our seatbelt signs on. Logo light, I don't know what that's. Lighting for wing inspection, anti-collision, landing and taxi light on. I'm going to leave that anti-collision off, I'm not sure. Okay, inertia separator, I believe I'm supposed to have those on. And that should be it. So we're going to go ahead and call for taxi. So we're going to go request taxi, see what they give us for a runway.
25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25, ready to taxi. Departure to the north with Alpha.
TPTF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25. Taxi to and hold short of runway 7 right via taxiway Golf 1 Lima cross runway Tree Lima Yankee Kilo Juliet cross runway 25 left Alpha. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Okay, what could possibly go wrong there?
Hold short runway 7 right using taxiway Golf 1 Lima cross runway Tree Lima Yankee Kilo Juliet cross runway 25 left Alpha. TPDF 25 Tango Papa Tango Foxtrot 25.
Okay, we're going to set up our GPS here before we do anything. So we're going to go to procedures. We're going to select approach. I know I want to go to runway 22 over there at Whittier because that's the runway that comes in off the water. We're definitely going to want to land from that end. So we're going to hit enter there. We're going to come straight in, and I'm just going to scroll all the way down. And so I'm using this FMS knob to do all this scrolling. I know I'm kind of whistling through this without telling you what I'm showing you too much what I'm doing, but that's how you scroll. We're going to hit activate and OK. Then we're going to go up here to our altimeter. We're going to dial in at least 5,000 feet. Into our altimeter. I'm going to set my altimeter first too. Okay, so there I've got 5,000 feet dialed in there. I'm going to hit FLC. I'm also going to hit nav, and then I'm going to set this number here for about 90 for a climb, so that it knows, the autopilot knows to climb and keep the plane at that speed, which was in turn will regulate the climb. If you let it go too low, it'll just it'll climb until it gets to that speed and it'll stall. Okay. So we've got GPS set up, we got the autopilot set up. Now we got to figure out how the heck we're going to get to the runway. So I'm going to jump in here, go to NavGraph charts. Okay. Okay, here we go. Plane taking off over our head here. Okay, I know this gets a little monotonous, but we are going to work our way down here and get, I promise, we will take off eventually. But if you're one of the people that love flight sims as much as I do, you'll stick around. Sometimes the the taxiing around is, it's not the funnest, but it's part of the realism of it. So, and you can always fast forward. Okay, I'm gonna double check my before takeoff checklist, so I know I got auto feathers on, props, flaps, flight controls, pitot heats on, inert separator. Yep, everything is good. And we are getting close. Okay, we're going to go ahead and enter the end of runway 7 right. Call for clearance, and then we will be on our way.
Anchorage Tower, TPDF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25 at runway 7 right, ready for departure. Departure to the north.
TPTF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25, altimeter 29901, departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 7 right.
Clear for takeoff runway 7 right. TPDF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25.
Flaps up.
TPTF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25, please acknowledge.
Anchorage Tower, TPDF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25. Continue for north departure.
Okay, we're going to jump in our maps here and see what our elevations are over by where we're going here with Whittier and
TPTF 25 Tango Papa, Tango Foxtrot 25, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
flying along here with the autopilot following the magenta line on the GPS. Trying to figure out what kind of elevations I'm going to have to be here. I'm climbing to 5,000 for now. And I think that's going to be fine. But I can't get my sectionals to pull up for VFR, so I guess I'm gonna use the IFR charts here so I can just get an idea of what kind of altitudes I need to be at. There we go. Okay, that's better. Climbed about 6,000 feet here.
Stall.
Oops, I got this thing climbing too fast. Thought I had that. Yeah, 95 knots is too fast, I guess. Climb up to 7,000 feet. And we're going to dial this in. It's going to climb and it's going to shoot for 146 knots. So that's definitely not going to be too fast. At 7,000 feet, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, we'll see how things go here. Looks like the highest point in this sector is 7,000 feet, so we should be good. Because we're here. Alrighty. Check out that little lake down there inside the top of the mountains in a little valley. There's a little tiny lake. Pretty cool. Check on our passengers here. Let's start looking at our approach here. So I was looking at this. We're going to be coming down on across this inlet here. To start doing some stuff fast here, so we're going to be coming down around here, turning final. We need to be about 1,300 feet in here if we can, and then we're going to have to be at 800-900 feet on final. So things are going to start getting busy. Let's start dialing back our altitude here. Soon as I get over this ridge here, we're gonna have to really start diving. Get some flaps, more flaps in.
Five hundred.
Okay, 1,700 feet and diving. I think we're gonna be okay here. We seem to be fairly stable. Okay, we're gonna go full flaps. Power as we level out so we don't get too slow. Okay, so there's the glacier up ahead of us there. Here's our landing strip. There's the glacier. There's Whittier, the town of Whittier. Autopilot off, and we're gonna hand fly it to the runway.
$500, $400, $300, $200, $100. Stall. Stall.
Okay, well, we got a helicopter parked here. Oh, that helicopter went away on us, I guess. I think these people are going to guide us in. Okay, well that wasn't great, but it was better than it could have been, I guess. Okay, let's go look at our recording here. We're gonna save that. Now let's go. Let's replay that just for the fun of it here. I guess it doesn't, because I got the plane shut down, I guess. Well, it'll still give us my approach and stuff here. I was kind of curious.
500. 400.
I'm still getting used to this
300.
onboard recording. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but
200.
let's see what I kind of did wrong when I started to stall. Kind of want to see how that looks.
100.
So I went to flare and I started to stall, so I powered on.
Stall.
I should have,
Stall.
and then I held it off a little too long, and then I dove for the runway. Not horrible, I guess, but okay, well that was the Sky camera. Okay. Well, there you have it. There's an old Huey helicopter. Should we go look at the Huey real quick? I got to ride in one of these way back in the 90s, going up to north slope of Alaska. So I did get to ride in a Huey. I can say that. Alrighty, well, let's go open the door up for the passengers. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.